Hello everybody, good morning. Welcome to my Facebook Live. Today is day 17. It's already 17 days. And yeah, I know today it's lot earlier I have come live. So there is a reason for that. Yesterday I finished like around like 10:45, 11 in the night. I had this practice session. I finished with a practice session today also. Morning 8:30 I had another practice session, and I finished this right now. So that's why I thought like I will go live now itself. Okay. And I have enrolled in this program, approved practitioner program, where all have done so many courses. Everything is put in one certificate, and saying they give this multidisciplinary practitioner, approved multidisciplinary practitioner. So I'll get this accreditation. For that I have enrolled for this program at this international academy, and for that I have to practice sessions, many sessions. So I have started it. So I have 6 months time, but still I'm already, you can say, like I have already practiced like 15 sessions, almost 15 hours. So I'm enjoying the process. Again, go to this all the courses again, and reread and revise and do it actually practically and practice it. That I'm enjoying, and I'm now, like, since 1 week I'm doing that. So those were the sessions I had yesterday. I finished with one session, and morning I started with that session. So it's going well. So, and as usual, I'm here for live. So what are the things you are doing lately? Okay, that is keeping you on the toes, and you are motivated and enthusiastic about. Please share with me in the comment section. Okay. So yesterday I was just browsing. I have this Kindle, and I was browsing, and I remembered that I had bought this works of Vivekananda. That is the complete works of Vivekananda. I think it has 9 volumes. I will share with you that Kindle book, the link to that e-book I had bought many years ago. And in that volume, it is the important thing about that is that, good thing about that is that all the works, whatever that I was explaining about this Raja Yoga, Jnana Yoga, sharing with you, right? All these things, everything is put in that book. You get that in that, everything in one place. Isn't that amazing? So I'll share the link with you. I had purchased long back, but yesterday when I was just searching, I got that, oh yeah, I remembered, and so I will share the link, okay, to that ebook, and it will be very less, like discounted rate you will get. I'll just give the link to that Amazon ebook. It is Kindle. So coming back to this, I got this, and I was browsing, and I thought this was very interesting, So I also do pranayama. Maybe you are also doing, many of you know about pranayama and any other breathing work you do. And Vivekananda has given a discourse on this breathing, and so I found this very interesting. So I would like to read that to you. So this was delivered in San Francisco on March 28, 1900. This was regarding the breathing. So I read this, okay. What did Swami Vivekananda gave in that speech, okay. So breathing exercises have been very popular in India from the most ancient times. So much so that they form a part of their religion, just as going to church and repeating certain prayers. So I will try to bring those ideas before you. And I have told you how the Indian philosopher reduces the whole universe into 2 parts, prana and akasha. Prana means force, all that is manifesting itself as movement or possible movement, force or attraction, electricity, magnetism, all the movements in the body, all the movements in the mind, all these are various manifestations of one thing called prana. The best form of prana, however, is in the brain, manifesting itself as light of understanding. This light is under the guidance of thought. The mind ought to control every bit of prana that has been worked up in the body. The mind should have entire control of the body. That is not the case with all. With most of us, it is the other way. The mind should be able to control every part of the body just at will. That is reason, philosophy. But when we come to matters of fact, it is not so. For you, on the other hand, universe, unity in diversity, it is one and it is many at the same time. So control of this prana that is working everything, control of this prana in the body is called pranayama. We see with our common sense that it is the breath that is setting everything in motion. If I stop breathing, I stop. If the breath begins, the body begins to move. What we want to get at is not the breath itself, it is something finer behind the breath. So he says this story that there was once a minister to a great king, and the king was displeased with the minister, ordered him to be confined in the top of a very high tower, and this was done, and the minister was left there to perish. His wife came to the tower at night and called to her husband. The minister said to her, "No use weeping." He told her to take a little honey, a beetle, a pack of fine thread, a ball of twine and a rope. She tied the fine thread to one of the legs of the beetle and put honey on the top of its head and let it go with its head up. The beetle slowly crept onwards in the hope of reaching the honey until at last it reached the top of the tower. When the minister grasped the beetle and got possession of the silken thread, then the pack thread, then the stout twine, and lastly of the rope, the minister descended from the tower by means of that rope and made his escape. In this body of ours, the breath motion is the silken thread. By laying hold of it, we grasp the pack of thread of the nerve currents, and from these the stout twine of our thoughts, and lastly the rope of prana, controlling which we reach freedom. So by the help of things on the material plane, we have to come to finer and finer perceptions. The universe is one. Whatever point you touch, all the points are but variations of that one point. Throughout the universe is a unity at bottom. Even through such a gross thing as breath, I can get hold of the spirit itself. By the exercise of breathing, we begin to feel all the movements of the body that we now do not feel. As soon as we begin to feel them, we begin to master them. Thoughts in the germ will open to us and we will be able to get hold of them. Of course, not all of us have the opportunity, nor the will, nor the patience, nor the faith to pursue such a thing. But there is the common sense idea that is some benefit to everyone. The first benefit of doing this pranayama is health, or doing any breath work. 99% of us do not at all breathe properly. We do not inflate the lungs enough. Regularity of breath will purify the body. It quiets the mind. When you are peaceful, your breath is going on peacefully. It is rhythmic. If the breath is rhythmic, you must be peaceful. When the mind is disturbed, the breath is broken. If you can bring the breath into rhythm forcibly by practice, why can you not become peaceful? When you are disturbed, go into the room and close the door. Do not try to control the mind, but go on with the rhythmic breathing for 10 minutes. The heart will become peaceful. These are common sense benefits that come to everyone. The others belong to yogi. Deep breathing exercises are only the first step. There are about 84 postures for various exercises. Some people have taken up this breathing as the whole pursuit of life. They do not do anything without consulting the breath. They are all the time observing in which nostril there is more breath. When it is the right, they will do certain things, and when it is the left, they do other things. When the breath is flowing equally through both nostrils, they will worship. When the breath is coming rhythmically through both nostrils, that is the time to control your mind. By means of breath, you can make the currents of the body move through any part of the body, just at will. Whenever any part of the body is ill, send the prana to that part, all by the breath. Various other things are done. There are sects who are trying not to breathe at all. They would not do anything that would make them breathe hard. They go into a sort of trance. Scarcely any part of the body functions. The heart almost ceases to beat. Most of these exercises are very dangerous. The higher methods are for acquiring higher powers. There are whole sects trying to lighten the whole body by withdrawal of breath, and then they will rise up in the air. I have never seen anyone rise. I have never seen anyone fly through the air, but the books say so. I do not pretend to know everything. All the time I am seeing most wonderful things. Once observed a man bringing out fruits and flowers, etc., out of nowhere. So, like this, Swami Vivekananda has shared his thoughts about breathing, and so you heard here like how beneficial is breathing. So the focused breathing is okay. See, like common people like us, if you do pranayama, you know that like ultimately when you do pranayama, everyone for sure will get this peacefulness, like you will get this calmness. So that is for sure. And if you have other things like yogis do, and that is like higher levels of practicing. So I found this very knowledge gaining these words, and like this you get all the works in that book. All the volumes are there. I will share in the description. And he has given speech on so many things. So if you have time and interest, then you can read through that. Yeah, that is it for today. And today is what, 17th, and tomorrow is 18th. And again, for me, like positive affirmation, I have kept it as I can do it, because I want to motivate myself. And as I said initially in the live, I have this thing to cover complete, so I need that motivation. So daily I am doing at least 3 sessions, so I am all charged up and I am feeling good, touch wood. And I am taking this setting this intention that I can do it. So we will meet tomorrow, okay, and on another live. And please share with me the how you are feeling and how you are getting this. How do you feel about my lives? Is this any use for you? You can watch it on replay. I'll put it in channel, YouTube channel, and all the pages. Okay, have a great day and great weekend. Right? Today is Friday. Meet you tomorrow. Okay, until then, Tata, bye bye. Take care.